All right, welcome back. Welcome back. It's been a while since we did this. Now, from when we left off, we have to choose between one of these three lovely ladies. I guess what we'll do is we'll work from left to right. I don't know how long each of these are going to be, considering how long this game has been for me. I assume it's going to be kind of long. So we'll start first with Minobe. You remember she is the Alice in Wonderland girl. I don't know how loud this is. I might turn it down a smidge. Super loud for me. So that's probably okay. I'll record a bit of this and I'll test it out. We'll see. So if this one's a little too loud or too low, it'll be fixed in the next part. Okay. Glory to do nothing. Days. Cheers. Cheers. Ah. How did I voice her? I think I kind of gave her my own kind of spin. But more Valley. Do we really have to say cheers when we're just drinking tea? Hehehe, well you see, that nonsense monger, Libiero, once gave us a grand speech. To say cheers would only admit that we need cheering. So let's toast down to the hatch instead. And then she shouted, cheers! Hehehe. Hey, yeah. Huh, I don't get it. Came across the Hatter and Rabbit having a tea party during a stroll through the Kanae Minobe kingdom. They would always drink tea in whatever open spaces they could find in the thicket of giant mushrooms. Let me fix myself real quick. Ah, there we go. The pair held their elegant tea parties on a large table covered by a tablecloth. I would join in on them if I ever happened across one. Whoever said working is for chumps was a genius. Working is nothing more than slave labor. You trade all your freedom and dignity for little slips of green paper. Working is for chumps. Working is for chumps. Yeah. But you kinda have to work to eat. I wish I was in a position to have tea parties every day like you guys. Only commoners have to work to eat. Hey, say ho. No one starves if they're noble, though. Modern Japan still has plenty, you know. Boy, that sounds nice. How do you, become a noble? You shut yourself in your room and surf the internet all day. It's as easy as pie. That's a lot of people nowadays. But that's only for as long as you have parents to mooch off of, right? Okay, fun fact. If you ever see little cuts in these, it's because it's usually daytime and sometimes there's other people in the house and they're walking by and it's really awkward reading something like this out loud if someone's listening. So, anyway. What are you supposed to do once they're no longer around to feed you? If my parents die, then I'll die too. Yeah, yeah.
死ぬ前に親の遺品全部売りまくって G1 か FX に全部突っ込んで負けたら首つる
Before I die, I'll sell all my parents' stuff, put in all the gambling or stock trading, and hang myself if things go south. Yay.
それ笑えるよ。超笑える。
Hehehe. Oh man, you're a riot.
俺も帽子屋みたいに働かないで永遠にお茶飲んで過ごしたいよ
I wish I could have tea parties all the time without working like you, Hatter.
お金が働かなくてももらえる魔法のパスポートでもあんの
You got some kind of magical passport that gives you money for free?
まさかまさか。魔法パスは日本人では絶対もらえないよ。
Hehehe. Not in your life. You'd never give it to a Japanese native.
だって魔法パス取得者のほとんどは日本人じゃないからね。日本に生まれて一番損なのは日本人。
It's only non-Japanese people who get them. Us real Japanese have it the hardest out of anyone in Japan. Hehehe.
日本を日本人の手に取り戻す。日本人への悪口は綺麗な悪口。言い返せばヘイだった。
Japan belongs to us Japanese, but people think it's okay to shit on us. If you try to fight about it, you get cancelled. Hehehe. The Hatter knew a lot about complicated stuff, but sometimes I didn't understand a word he was saying. What I did know was he was an inviolable social status, which permitted him to have tea parties every day. Unfortunately, my Kanae Minobe kingdom was totally broken. I don't know if it's Kanae. We were basically in permanent bankruptcy. I had to play along with that disgusting Siege King in order to rebuild it. Oh god. Or Sech. Or what I called him. Though I guess he is pretty generous. Plus, he sucks at Sech. You get money for winning Sech? Yep, he has fun playing with me.
そりゃこんな可愛いお姫様と遊べるならお金払っちゃうよね。
Well, duh. I pay money to play against such a cute princess.
女子高生はお姫様。ただいるだけで価値がある。
All female high school students are princesses. They're precious just for existing.
それに比べたら俺たちオスなんざうんこ製造機だね。
Compared to them, we men are just useless poop factories.
んなことないよ。女子がチヤホヤされてるのは若いうちだけさ。
That's not true. Girls only get pampered when they're young.
女子って認めてもらえてるうちに掴むもん掴まなかったら男以上にチェックメイトさね。
If you don't snag what you can get in your prime, guys checkmate you at every other turn.
いいじゃん、チヤホヤしてもらえるんだからさ。
Who cares as long as you get pampered?
男なんてマジ人生ハードモード。イケメンに生まれなかったら人生丸ごと罰ゲーム。
Seriously, being born a guy is like living on hard mode. Your whole life's a punishment unless you're an alpha male.
んなことないでしょ。働きもせずに毎日お茶会ができるお貴族様なんて無敵モードっしょ。
Come on, that's not true. Nobles who can hold tea parties every day without working are on extra easy mode.
そうそう、俺たち平成貴族。
Heck, heck, heck. That's right. We're modern day nobles.
毎日がお茶会。なんでもない日万歳。
Every day is a tea party. Glory to do nothing's day. Hee. I suppose one couldn't help turning into an idiot when all they did was have tea parties all day. However, I envied them. It wasn't like I wanted to be rich. I just wanted the stability and peace to be able to have ordinary tea parties every day, like them. If possible, I also wanted to be a noble free from the burden of work. But the Hatter wouldn't tell me how to become one. And the rabbit could only be a shut-in because he had parents who would feed him. Kanae Minobe kingdom didn't have it so lucky. Seriously, what would that guy do when his parents died? Was he really planning to kill himself? I couldn't do that. I could never kick back and relax knowing we'd all go to ruin someday. Well, guess my only choice was to save up money as best I could.
ねえ帽子や、そろそろもったいぶらずに教えてよ。
Hey Hatter, quit keeping me in suspense.
どうやったら魔法パスもなしに 働かずにずーっと食べていけるわけ？
Just tell me how you keep eating without working or having a magic passport.
それは言えない。貴族の秘密。
I can't tell you. It's a noble secret.
親が死んで使い切れないほど遺産がどっさり？
Did your parents die and leave you with an infinite inheritance?
親は死んでません。寝たきりです。
My mom isn't dead. She's bedridden.
それを毎日看病して世話してるから、俺すっごい親孝行なんよ。
I watch over her and I take care of her every day. I'm such a good son.
帽子屋は本当に偉いね。帰省してる俺とは大違いだぜ。
Wow, you're amazing, Hatter. You're far nobler than a leech like me.
せいぜい平民どもは俺を羨ましがるといいよ。
That's right. That's right. Lap at my boots like the commoners you are.
エリス姫、紅茶のおかわりは？
Would you like some more tea, Princess Ellis?
ストップ。ちょっとおしっこ行ってくる。
No thanks. I'm gonna go take a leak. That was a fun tea party. It was full of positivity, wasn't it? Let me guess. You were wondering if there's really a bathroom in the Magical Kingdom's mushroom forest. Now we're asking the real questions. Well, the answer is yes. See? There's a door in that huge mushroom there. Sure. The door says bathroom on it, right? Okay, then. Gotta take care of my business.
すっきりした。
Ooh, that felt good. Boy, was this refreshing. Nothing like the great outdoors to make you feel alive. All right, time to go back to that crazy tea party. Truth be told, I was getting sick of their conversation. Besides, they would just make me drink more of that tea. I decided to take a little walk first before returning, and say I'd waged war in that bathroom.
世界は暇だね。
The world sure is a boring place.
だが、それがいい。キリ。
That's fine. I can take it.
おいらは別に幸せとかハッピーエンドとかそういうのはどうでもいいんだよね。
Not like I care about living happily ever after or whatever.
ただただ暇で退屈でどうでもいい日常が繰り返せる平和が欲しいだけ。
All I want is a life that's normal, boring, and peaceful every day. Wait. That meant I really was a perfect fit for Mad Hatter and March Hare's tea party. Why was it the crazy types always took to me? Is it because I was a good listener? Or did I have the scent that drew them to me?
戻ろ。
Alright, time to head back. I turned around to go back to the party when suddenly I noticed a mushroom with a sliding door. Huh? Is there always a mushroom house near? I was in Wonderland after all. All it took was a little curiosity for a new adventure to begin. Still, it was funny to see something as Japanese as a sliding door here. Upon closer inspection, I noticed something that further piqued my interest. The edges of the door were duct taped. Normally, you couldn't lock Japanese sliding doors, yet here was a clear declaration they didn't want anyone going inside.
これはお宝の予感がするね。
I smell a treasure.
こんなの剥がしちゃえ。ビリビリ。
I'll rip this off like so. It was just like cheap packing tape from a 100 yen shop. It had totally lost its adhesivity, making a cinch to tear off. With that, there was nothing in my way. The treasure was mine. Ugh, it reeks. A stale stench leaked out the moment I opened the door. This is the music we play. Okay, sure. What's more, the floor of the small room was invisible under a thick layer of garbage bags. Supermarket bags, to be exact, bursting with trash.
お宝の山じゃなくてゴミの山か。
This isn't a mountain of treasure, it's a pile of trash.
でも騙されないぞ。こういうのはダミーって決まってるのだ。
You can't trick me. This is obviously camouflage. I stepped forward, undaunted by a pile of trash. My instincts were screaming to me. There was a treasure hidden in this garbage. Only one way to find out what it was.
おそらくはあの帽子屋の貴族のお宝。
This must be the Hatter's treasure.
魔法パスもなく親の遺産も貯金もなくなのに毎日お茶会して過ごせる秘密がきっとここにあるはず。
The secret to how he can have tea parties every day without a magic passport or inheritance has got to be here. Yeah, in these trash bags. Okay. And so I tossed them all aside. Inside the garbage bags were empty cans of potato chips and snacks, as well as empty convenience store lunch boxes. The stench was caused by sauces and such that had stuck to the lunch boxes. Ew.
これ式でくじけるものか
This won't kill my vibe. I threw out the garbage bags one after another until I could finally see the floor. Oh. Well, well. A futon? Why would the Hatter use a bedroom with a futon all laid out as a garbage dump? No, hold on. The futon had to be more camouflaged. The secret of the treasure had to be inside. I would finally learn the source of his noble wealth. What is this angle? I pulled back the covers and found a corpse wearing pajamas. Just then, I heard the Hatter yelling from the front door.
だから大丈夫っすよ。寝たきりなんすよ。全然起きられないんですよ。
I said it's fine already. Ugh, how do you do his voice? Hee hee hee. I said it's fine already. She's bedridden. She can't get up at all.
上がらせてもらってご挨拶させてもらうことはできませんか
Would you let us in so we can talk to her?
寝てるのに起こせないっすよ。そんなのダメっす。
I can't let you wake her up. She's sleeping.
ではお顔だけでも拝見させてはいただけませんか
But won't you at least let her see her face?
そんなことできません。母は神経質なんす。そういうのダメなんす。
I can't do that. My mother's highly sensitive, so that's out of the question.
本当にお母さん在宅されてるんですよね。
Your mother really is home, isn't she?
してますよ。だからいるって言ってるじゃないですか。
That's what I've been telling you all this time.
実はですね、親類の方から捜索願いが出てるんですよ。
Well, you see, we've received a missing persons report from one of your relatives.
去年からずっと連絡が取れないって。
They say they haven't been able to get in touch with her since last year.
それクソババっすよね。ちゃんと寝てるって何度言ってもわかんないっすよ。
It was that damn old hag, wasn't it? How many times do I have to tell her that she's just sleeping?
起きた時に電話を欲しいって言って1年連絡が取れないって言って。
They say they've asked you to call them when she's awake, yet haven't been able to speak to her once for a whole year.
だから寝たきりでずっと体調が悪いって言ってるっしょ。お袋にはもう電話する元気なんてないの。
Like I said, she can't even get out of bed by herself. She's too sick to talk on the phone.
お母さん、そんなに体調悪いなら病院に通わせてるんだよね。どこの病院？
Oh, the cop is spitting facts here. If your mother is that sick, you must have brought her to a hospital, right? Which one?
お袋は病院嫌いなんで。
Alaya,
そんなんどうだっていいっしょ。
my mom hates hospitals, but that doesn't matter.
一頃流行ったでしょ。年金の不正受給問題ね。
Some time ago, there was a series of scandals involving pension fraud.
親の年金を当てにしてる無職の子供が年金の打ち切りを恐れて親の死を届け出ないっていう。
Unemployed children completely dependent on their parents' pensions wouldn't report their deaths because they were afraid of losing that money.
それ詐欺じゃないっすか。俺そんなことしないっす。失礼っすよ。帰ってください。
Oh, you seriously think I'll do something like that? Well, you're wrong. How dare you even suggest it? Get out of here.
ねえお願いしますよお顔だけでもいいですから
Come on, please. At least let us see her.
うっさいな。帰れって言ってたよ。帰れよ。
Hey, shut up. I told you to leave. Get out.
また明日お伺いしますねお顔だけでもいいんで
We'll come back tomorrow then. All we want is to see her face.
帰れ帰れ帰れ。
Get out, get out, get out. Yeah. Don't screw with me. Don't screw with me. I'm a noble. I don't want to work ever. There's no way I can go to the employment service center. I ain't the drudges of society. What am I supposed to do? Work in IT? What am I gonna do? They said they're coming back tomorrow. Even if a cop was here, if they have a warrant, I'll have no choice but to let them in. Crap, what do I do? What am I gonna do with Mom's body? That cop's onto me. He's gotta be stalking the place right now. What do I do with the body? I can't hide it. Can I cut it up and flush it down the toilet? No, I don't want to touch Mom's body. What if I went on a walk and never came back? No, they're watching this place, so they'll spot me right away. And even if I did hide the body, the cops will find evidence for sure if they search the place. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I finally found some peace and quiet after being bullied all my life. But now my noble lifestyle's gonna go down the drain. Did you see that room? Eek. What's wrong with you, Princess Alice? That room is a secret to my noble lifestyle.
見てない見てない見てない
No, I didn't. I didn't see anything. You liar. You saw it, didn't you? The Hatter's face swelled as tumors emerged like goosebumps. Before long, the skin on his face bulged and rolled right off in chunks. It wasn't just his face. The same thing was happening to his hands, and likely the rest of him as well. There's nothing more I can do.
なんかわかったかも
I think I knew.
だってあんた灯油臭い
Because you smell like kerosene. More and more of his skin peeled off like flakes with each second. His rotten flesh then became seared, exuding a foul stench like burning hair. I already understood what had happened. Once he knew he was cornered, he had tried to burn everything down that night. He must have been planning to cover his tracks with the fire, at first. But when he tried carefully pouring kerosene over his mother's corpse, he saw her skeleton for the first time in so long. And when he did, he was like a man possessed. Before he knew it, he was covered from head to toe in kerosene. And then he flicked the lighter. Swallowed by flames, he rolled on the ground in agony as all of his skin burned away. The Hatter wrapped his arms around me. My body was immediately engulfed by the hellfire. My hair was reduced to cinders in the blink of an eye, and my whole body was wrapped in searing pain. All my skin burst open before it could burn away and started rolling off in clumps. It burns, it burns, it hurts. Ah. Ow. Oh.
だった
Ow. It seemed I'd fallen asleep in a weird position on the sofa. Having grown bored of watching TV, my joints hurt. On top of that, I've been having yet another horrible nightmare.
めまいする
I feel dizzy. The haze in my head refused to clear up. My eyes were spinning. My stomach churned. Whatever daydream I had this time must have been really messed up. It was 7 p.m. My stomach was empty, but I wasn't hungry. Still, though, I had to eat. It didn't look like Mom would come home today either. Oh, well, I just saved my money on the half-price side dishes at the supermarket. I never had to keep receipts or give back change. All the money came from my allowance, so the more I could save, the better. I reached out for the table my wallet was sitting on.
現実と白チュームでごっちゃになってる
I'm mixing up reality with daydreams.
なんか今日のは特にひどい
I don't know why, but it's really bad today. I wasn't hungry, so I thought maybe I'd just go to bed. There was a sofa mushroom lying there. It'd make a perfect bed. Just then, I heard the front door unlocking. It was followed by a buzz and the flapping of wings. The queen bee. No, Mom was home. Great. My mind was still a total haze. Mushrooms were sprouting all over the place. The tables, sofas, and TV all turned into springy mushrooms. I could hear Mom talking. It seemed like she wasn't alone. My brain really was on the fritz if I was seeing her as the queen bee.
全くその通りですわ。本当に田中さんのおっしゃる通りで。
You're absolutely right. You really do speak the truth, Mr. Tanaka.
この世で一番尊いのは家族の愛なんです。
There's nothing more sacred than familial love.
巷に氾濫する恋愛至上主義に惑わされてはいけません。
You mustn't be deceived by that love for love's sake drivel flooding the streets.
全くその通りです。 どうして私は家族の愛にずっと気づかなかったのか。
You're absolutely right. Why did it take me so long to realize the supremacy of familial love?
おかえり。
Welcome back.
かなえちゃん、昨日は帰れなくて本当にごめんなさい。
Oh, Kanae, I'm so sorry I didn't come back yesterday.
田中さんのご家族の皆さんと夜通しでお話ししちゃって。
I spent the night chatting with everyone in Mr. Tanaka's family.
でもね、本当に素晴らしいお話が聞けたのよ。かなえちゃんも絶対に今度は一緒に行きましょうね。
But believe me when I say it was a wonderful discussion. I'll be sure to bring you along next time, okay?
あと、今日はお母さんちゃんとご飯を作るから期待してね。
I'll be making dinner tonight, so I hope you're hungry.
別にいいよ。今から何か買いに行こうと思ってたから。
You don't have to. I was planning to go out and buy something just now.
聞いて聞いて、今日のご飯は素敵なの。チーズフォンデュって知ってる？
Oh, but listen, tonight's dinner will be a masterpiece. Have you ever heard of cheese fondue?
チーズフォンデュだってお鍋みたいに家族みんなでつついて家族愛を感じられるんです。
Cheese fondue is just like hot pot. The whole family gathers around and eats it, a dish brimming with familial love.
かなえちゃんもチーズと家族の愛情でホクホクになろうね。
You'll be stuffing yourself with cheese and familial love before you know it.
そうなんですか。はあ、それは楽しみです。
You don't say. Sounds great.
家族揃っての食事。これぞ家族愛。
The whole family eating together. Now this is familial love.
そして家族の人数が多ければ多いほど食事も美味しくいただけるのです。
And the bigger the family, the tastier the meal.
まったくですわね。田中さんの言う通りですわ。
I couldn't have said it better. You really know what you're talking about, Mr. Tanaka. Personally, I'd be much more relaxed eating on my own than putting up with this nonsense. Oh well, home-cooked meals are the best money savers. Plus, keeping Mr. Tanaka in good spirits was also important. He was really generous when he was in a good mood. All I had to do was put up with how much he resembled a monstrous caterpillar. The fog just wouldn't go away. Apparently, Mom was up all night chatting with Mr. Tanaka's family. I was surprised she hadn't gotten tired of it, but as long as she was enjoying herself and I wasn't going to complain. Even now, she was cooking while basking in Mr. Tanaka's lofty ideals. I wrapped my arms around my knees and killed time staring at the TV.
これね、専門店で買ってきたチーズなの。かなえちゃんもびっくりするわよ。
Look, this is cheese from the specialty shop. I just know you'll be shocked at how good it is.
田中さんって本当におしゃれなお店をいろいろ知ってるのよ。
Mr. Tanaka knows so many fancy stores.
かなえちゃんの絶対に喜ぶお店も見つけてきたから、今度田中さんの家族もみんなで行きましょうね。
We found this one place I just know you'll adore, so let's all go together with Mr. Tanaka's family next time.
はーい。
かなえちゃんはお腹どのくらい空いてる？このくらいで足りるかな？
How hungry are you, Kanae? Is this enough?
あんまり食欲ないんで、そんなに多くなくていいです。
I don't have much of an appetite, so I don't need that much.
そろそろいい感じになってきたと思うぞ。どれどれ？
It should be turning out pretty good about now. Let's have a look.
Mr. Tanaka grinned triumphantly as he checked the heat level of the portable stove they bought just for this. He must have thought it was his winning smile, but didn't hit the strike zone. Mr. Tanaka stuck his fork into the French bread that they cut into cubes and dipped into the pot of cheese. In my dazed mind, it looked as if he were sticking a gecko or something into a mysterious magical cauldron. Mr. Tanaka then brought it to his mouth and bit a chunk off of it. Ew.
おいしい
Mmm, so good.
ほら、かなえちゃんも食べてごらん。
Come on, you should have some too, Kanae.
He abruptly held out the half-eaten piece of bread to me. Ew. Gooey strings of cheese hung from it. To me, it looked like his saliva. Disgusted me thoroughly. But I was a tactician, so I put on my $1,000,000 smile and ate it anyway. After all, he'd give me lots of allowance if I kept him in a good mood. I killed my taste buds so I wouldn't have to taste his spit. But it made me feel like I was eating a lump of clay. Ugh. Let me explain my family's circumstances to all you rabbits who aren't in the know. First of all, my family left to subjugate a witch from the north and never came back. I'm not sure if he died in battle or went in exile, but whatever the case, the queen bee was buried in grief. I just didn't get her. Even though she did nothing but fight with him while he was around, she started wailing like a baby after he left us. Okay, crap father, got it. Then one day, the Setch King suddenly appeared to her. The Setch King, no, Mr. Tanaka, was in the enviable position of being prosperous without having to work. It seemed to involve real estate income or something. At first, I thought she'd gone out and found herself her own lover, too, not to be outdone by Dad. But apparently, that wasn't the case. From what I could tell, as a woman myself, she displayed no sexual interest whatsoever in Mr. Tanaka. It seemed he extolled the sanctity of familial love, or whatever, in his attempt to bring the bliss of harmony back into our fatherless house. That seemed to fill the hole in Mom's heart, to the point where she now truly considered Mr. Tanaka family. Mr. Tanaka was quite admirable to the two of us and encouraged us to see him that way. To me, that was more disgusting than any sexual motives, in a sense. The familial love Mr. Tanaka spoke of was to treat others and be treated in turn like family, despite the lack of any blood relations. He thought of it as something sacred that not even lovers could infringe upon. Mom was apparently good with that and had no objections to Mr. Tanaka's family, but I couldn't say the same. That was why I found treating Mr. Tanaka like family an utterly revolting notion. Of course, I knew he didn't have any ill will, so I couldn't just reject him outright. What's more, Mom had already found herself a new family she treasured more than Dad. And she was her own person. She had the right to bury the sorrow from her lost love and take a new path in life however she pleased. So I wanted to honor that and keep my own right to do the same. Thus, I no longer held any particular attachments to this home. It was merely the only place I could stay out of elements for free. As Princess Alice, I wanted to leave on a journey as soon as I could. But that required money, so I had to prepare as much as I could. Fortunately, Mom had been leaving me food money ever since she started going to Mr. Tanaka's family associations all the time. Is this a cult? I'm starting to think that. That, plus the allowance Mr. Tanaka would give me when he was in good mood, were valuable sources of income. I know this is a very common thing in Japan. It's like cults like this. I mean, it's in America too, but I don't know. I had my adventures bag packed so I can go on a journey whenever. Inside was the minimum I needed to sleep out and all the travel expenses I saved up to this point. That bag was hidden in the door, containing the water and electricity meters outside the house. So I couldn't leave. Oh, so I could leave home whenever. And once I did, I never wanted to go back again. I had tens of thousands of yen saved up, so I could last a decent while if I drifted between manga cafes and friends' houses. Only for as long as a child's allowance could last. It wouldn't be long until I could graduate. Then I wouldn't be a child anymore. I needed more and more money so I could work and find a place to live. That's why my Kanae Minobe kingdom never had enough money. That was why Princess Alice's quest for gold was still ongoing.
こうして3人で仲良くご飯してると、まるで本当に家族みたいね。
Eating a meal together like this really does make us feel like a one big happy family.
本当の家族みたい。ああ、そのなんと素晴らしいこと。
I couldn't have said it better myself. It's truly wonderful.
かなえちゃんもそう思わない？なんか和むわよね。
Don't you agree, Kanae? It feels so cozy, doesn't it?
まあ
Yeah, I guess. Mom and Mr. Tanaka were trying to stress how well the three of us got along. I took the hint and pretended to agree. In reality, the whole thing made me sick. However, I couldn't let them catch on. So I faked a smile and made a show of enjoying the dry cured ham and whatnot we were having. Oh boy, Nano Korean. My brain really had it out for me today. The house was filled with mushrooms once more. The queen bee went to the river to wash the tableware after dinner. I sat on the sofa to watch TV, only for the Setch King to lumber over and sit right next to me. Wait a minute. So, the Setch King before did certain things. If you remember way back, my older thumbnail, did this guy in real life do things? Oh, I don't want to think about it. Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe not. I don't know. I sat on the sofa to watch TV, only for the Setch King to lumber over and sit right next to me. Ugh.
一家団らんは楽しんでちんよ。
Family get-togethers are so fun.
そりゃよかったです。
Glad to hear it.
おお、警察密着24時間でちゅね。僕とエリス姫も密着24時間したいでちゅ。
Oh, it's a show about those cops together for 24 hours. I wish we could be together 24 hours too. I'd be damned if I was about to sit shoulder to shoulder watching TV with this creep. I decided that I'd be the one to make the suggestion today.
ねえ王様、またセチで勝負しようよ。
Hey, Your Majesty, let's have another such match.
おお、それは願ってもない話でちゅよ。
Oh, that's just what I wanted to hear.
僕ちん、負け続きで悔しいので、また勉強したんでちゅよ。今日は負けないでちゅ。
I'm tired of losing, so I'll be studying up. I've been studying up, sorry. I'll win today. This guy really was all talk. He fell for the same tricks no matter how much he lost. I may not look at it, but in my golden years I was obsessed with chess. I read all the chess manuals and was a master of basic strategy, so I'd never lose to some amateur whose knowledge amounted only to knowing how knights moved. I'm not kidding, he really did think he knew how to play chess just because he understood how the pieces worked. He didn't even know about castling or passant until I taught him. That was why I was on the winning streak. And for some reason or another, he treated me like his rival and kept stubbornly challenging me over and over again. What's that? You're saying this was a setch, not chess? Oh, well, who cares? They're basically the same thing.
今日こそは負けないでちゅよ。
I will use today.
このセチのグランドマスター、プリンセスエリスに勝てると思ってるなら、かかってきやがれ。
If you think you can beat Setch, Grandmaster Princess Ellis, then bring it on.
今日の勝負にはこれだけかけちゃうでちゅ。ドーン。
I'll bet this much on today's match. Ta-da! When the Setch King clapped, a giant treasure chest appeared out of thin air and shook the ground with a thud. It was filled to the brim with gold coins and gems. I was grateful. This would ease the Kanae Minobe Kingdom's financial woes. He truly was a modern noble who could feed himself off unearned income, and he was always so generous.
あらあら、またセチュで対決してるの？
Another Setch match?
エリス姫もすっかりセチュの王様と仲良しね。
You really come around to the Setch King, Princess Alice? Or Ellis? The queen bee was brimming sickeningly sweet honey tea. We poured into 3 mugs of red, yellow, and green. Yeah, seriously, like a stoplight. On the surface, it was like the 3 of us really were family. Like we were just having some good old fun after dinner. Alrighty then, I'll take this guy to the cleaners.
ミノベ県王国のプリンセスエリス、マイルン。
Princess Ellis of the Kanae Minobe Kingdom will take you on. Kick his ass.
あれ、ミノベ先輩。
What the heck? Do we stop it there? Yeah. What a change, though.